Okay, so yesterday we made our orthogonal match function here, which what that does is any white stone, any grid with a white stone orthogonally connected to it is now getting populated in that match boolean over here. So these left match, right match, top match, bottom match. We got a left match, and it's only with its own color. So this has got a right and a top. This has got a top and a bottom. This has got a right. So today we're going to be doing our our potential road function now, using these booleans. So the idea is we've got potential road for this first column, which is why they're highlighted blue for the potential road. We're trying to connect that road all the way to the end. So now we need to use our potential road function so that we can run it on this second column, and then ultimately third, fourth, and fifth column. And what it's going to be doing is saying, okay, well, first of all, if we pass it in column 2, let's check for any potential roads at column 1, and then check if there's a direct orthogonal match right there. If so, potential road gets true in our new column, but then in a scenario like this, we actually have to have this one would need to be true, so this would be blue, but then since this one is connected to a potential road, it would also be blue. So that's the two-step process of our potential road function. It's one, needs to change our potential road if it's directly connected to a column 1 potential road, but then it needs to also become potential road if it's connected vertically to a potential road. So I imagine the thing to do is to check every grid one row at a time, saying, hey, for this row, does our previous one have potential road? No, let's go on to the next one. This one, does our previous one have potential road? Yes, it does. So therefore this one would be potential road true. And then this one, what do we do? This one would be potential road. So it's almost like, I think by the time we turn our second column, like by the time we say, okay, is the one to the left of us a potential road? Yes. Okay, so swatch this one to a potential road, and then in that same block, once we switch it to a potential road, then we say, okay, what row is it? If it's 2 through 4 row, then we're going to go ahead and check above and beneath us for any stone control. But then it's more complicated than that, because we have to say, okay, check above and beneath us. There's nothing above, so that one doesn't need to be a potential road. This one is our stone, our color stone, not a standing stone, so therefore this would become a potential road. But then anything connected to this downwards also needs to be a potential road. So this is going to be not so easy. I mean, not so straightforward, not so pretty. I'm wondering if we should maybe we just do the direct orthogonals first, and then we go back and say, okay, I don't know what to do. I don't know, but we'll figure it out. So let's go ahead and start editing this potential road horizontal function that takes in a column. So, like I said, the first step is going to be, we first want to see, we want to cycle through we want to cycle through our I gets 1, comma 5. We're cycling through all of our rows. So we're going to be saying if our grid at the given row in our parameter column if that's stack control is equal to white, and this grid at our ith position at our column would be a stone control that is not equal to a standing stone, so capstone or a lay stone, then we need to go ahead and check the previous column to determine whether or not it is in fact a potential road. So we're going to say, okay, we've got stack control here. Then if the grid at our same row, but our column -1, so one to the left of us, if that one to the left of us has a field of a potential road that is true, then we'd go ahead and modify our potential road to be true. Okay. And then when we run this potential road function, we are already running it on all of our columns. So we should be good. I'm looking for a blue highlight around any direct orthogonal connect. Okay. So this crashed at 841. Let's see what's going on. Crashed right here. Damn it, dude. What is going on? 841. Try to index a nil value. The tale is old as time. Why is this? Let me just see if we, like, for example, if we don't run, what just happened there? What just happened? I'm seeing if we don't run this block here. If we don't run this, does it still crash? It does. See, that's the most confusing thing about Lua for me. Well, let's double check and make sure we're not running potential road. Actually, yeah, we are running potential road elsewhere. Yeah, that's why it crashed. It wasn't given a argument here. So, my fault, not Lua's fault. I'm sorry, Lua. Nice, that's exactly what I was looking for. So a white here wouldn't be blue, but a white here would be because it's right next to it. So the next step of this is to say, okay, well, we don't need to just turn direct orthogonals to a potential road, but we need to turn every vertically connecting match to a potential road. So instead of cycling through all the rows and asking if it's connected to one, in this case they're all connected to one, but I'm wondering, well, if we lock this in, great. See, that shouldn't crash it. Fuck. Are we flushing our potential roads? No, we are not. We need to flush our potential roads here. We need to say, what is it even? Right here. Orthogonal match flush. We need to go ahead and do that before we populate our potential roads. But then where are we doing? What are we doing? Oh, our road start. Yeah, we want to flush this before our road start. So go ahead and delete this. Put it before our road start. Come on. Player swap, grid reset. Where's our player swap? Right there is where it crashed. Okay. Okay. That makes sense. So I guess when we want to do this, we'd go ahead see, and I guess we do this upon a player swap. But are we not flushing it? We should be doing our match flush here. Player swap. Are we really not doing it? Yeah, we're not flushing. Okay, so it looks like we're flushing our let me just see where. Oh, come on. There's a flush in here. What are you talking about? Flush in capital. That's why I wasn't finding it. Okay, we need to just do our flush. We're doing our flush in our determine horizontal when function. That's when we're flushing. So why is it that in our player swap? Let's see what happens. When do we run our player swap? Right after. Okay, yeah, so we do flush it. Okay, so we do flush it, so we just need to stop us from indexing the improper one here. So let's go ahead and just, I guess, run it for every number. Every column we run it on, and then now it shouldn't crash when we do that. Hoping it'll not crash here and just get rid of our blue. Nice. And then if we move a black off of there, I'm hoping it'll go back to blue. Nice. Cool. So we've got the first step of our function working, and actually if we test... Actually, I don't think we're not running it on our other functions just yet, but we need to do... in a place, where is it? When we do our placement, right here, we're going to go ahead and put it on we should be able to detect a road straight across at this point. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. So we've got a way to build a potential road out to the side, but it's not quite that simple. We need to add that second step. There's got to be a way where we can put all of these into one place so we don't have to do it so many different times. Because a player swap, yeah, we have to do it under a player swap and a placement. I'm not exactly remembering why I decided we couldn't do the player swap grid for our placement function, but it was crashing. I was having problems with it, so we kind of have them separated. So with just that few line of code, we're getting a potential road all the way to the other side, but once we generate our directly orthogonal stones to already potential roads, we need to decide how we check for those vertical matches. Now, my gut is telling me with the crashing at the nil indices that we just need to start at the top row, only check beneath us, and then if it's rows 2 through 4, we check above and below us. But in every one of those scenarios, if the one beneath us, actually, yeah, on 2 and... Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah, we need to just do some stupid stuff. I don't know of a better way to do what I'm about to try to attempt, but maybe God will forgive me. Once we populate those orthogonals, so like what if we say right here, we say that this is populate direct right matches to true to, I guess, to potential road. Okay, and then once we have done that, once we have all of our potential roads, we're going to cycle through potentially all of them. But we need to say for I gets 1, 5, we're going to cycle through all the rows and ask if we are in fact a potential road. And then we're going to say if the grid at the given I, J, and see, like we could put this in the top grid, or we can put this logic here technically. I know it's going to get messy, so I'm wanting to do it after. So I'm just going to simply do all of our potential roads and then go back and check for the lateral, the vertical matches. So I think this is, even though it looks like I should just put this with the other code because it's doing the same thing, it's at least starting the same way. I'm just not wanting to deal with once we get it bigger and do it completely. I just don't want it to be ugly and disgusting, ugly and disgusting. So we're going through all the rows of our parameterized column, and then we're going to say if that is a potential road, we want to do a thing. But we want to do something specifically different depending on which row we're on, because we need to search for an above connect and a bottom connect, but a row 1 doesn't have above connect and it would crash our game trying to index that nil value. Same with below. If we go ahead and try to ask for what's beneath us of our row 5, it'll crash because we don't have a 6th occupant in our 2D array. So we're gonna have to manually do some stuff here, saying, I think I want to start this off saying if I is equal to 1. So if this is the first row, then we're gonna say, okay, now we're gonna, not what I wanted. We're gonna say, geez, really, man? Okay. So if we're on the first row and our top row there is a potential road, then we're gonna modify not only any one beneath us if it is a vertical connect, but any subsequent ones that are connected to this one needs to be a vertical connect. So this is where it gets ugly, because we're gonna say, first of all, we're gonna check the grid right beneath us. So we're gonna say I plus 1 row beneath us. And we're gonna check that row, same column. We're gonna check that row, same column, for a stack control with white. And check that grid I plus 1 beneath us, or a same column for a stone control that does not equal standing stone. And if it in fact does not have a standing stone, but we have stack control, then the one beneath us would also become a potential road. So we would say grid at that I plus 1 at the same column dot potential road gets true at that point. So now we're only checking the top for a singular bottom connect here. I'll try to illustrate this if I can. So at this point, we've got a road there, and if I put a white here, it should become blue, and it does. So that's good. That is a potential horizontal road, but check this out. If we put one here, that should become blue as well. So this is what I mean by it getting ugly, because this would become blue if we were to move a white to be directly orthogonal to it, but it should have been blue already because this one was a potential road going horizontally. So this is the first step. And this is just the first step of the first row. So we have to build out all the possible, we have to, it's gonna be ugly, but I think it'll work. So now only if this one is true, we're gonna say, by the way, is the one beneath this one even? Is this I plus 2 stack control? So we want basically, this whole line and this whole line right here. So we want this and this right here. Okay. Except here we're asking for the one beneath it, and here as well. So it's going to ask for 2 rows beneath it. Now this is the top row, so we're going to ask row 2, and then row 3, and then we need 4 and 5. So we need 2 more still for this. But if we take a look at our code now, actually not our code, but our game. Now, if we've got a one on the top there, this one becomes blue, and this one becomes blue. So we still need rows 4 and 5 for potential horizontal wind detect. And we're ignoring the fact that if we had a vertical connect right now, it would be a win vertically already. We're working on one thing at a time yet, and it's the horizontal connect at the moment. So we can do basically the same thing. We say, this is where we need some recursive function, ideally. Maybe not even recursive, but maybe just, because it's like so similar. But the tricky thing is this is only the case for a top stone. For a bottom row, we would need to do the reverse, an I-1 or an I-2. But then in the middle, we need to check, for example, if we're on a row 3, we need to check up to 2 grids above us and up to 2 grids below us if we've got a potential road going. So we'll get there when we get there, but right now we're almost done with the first row. And we're gonna say, we're gonna do this. Okay. And then that should be the 4th row, and we need the 5th row. So we're gonna say right here. Okay. So that looks to be all of them. So now we've got all the way to the bottom there. So we need something similar, but working our way up, because right now only that one's going to be blue. Let's see how these ones are not. But coolly enough, if we have a white here, that we end up locking in there, and then we connect these, it should connect all these with blue once we drop this in here, and it does. So that's cool. But we need to do every combination here. So we've got our top row. So we can go ahead, maybe close this. Yeah. And I would put them in else ifs. I just have issues when I do else ifs in a loop like this. It should work. Let's try it, and then if it makes mistakes, we'll get rid of it. But so we'll say, actually, else if row is equal to 2, then we're going to do that. And what we're going to do is, check one grid above us first. So we need to ask, yes, you know, we want to see if the grid above us is a potential. No. Yeah, we first of all, we ask if we are a potential road. And then we can change, because we're not going to be changing vertical stones to a potential road unless they're connected vertically to one of these potential roads. So we're going to just ask here real quick, a grid at the eye and our column. Okay, grid, the eye and column. Stack control equal to white and grid at our eye. Those brackets are really hard to find with touch typing. I'll get better at it eventually, but we're looking for if our column there dot stone control does not equal that of a standing stone. And then we can check directly above us first. We would need to check one above and then check the rest below. And then this would look like if our grid at our row minus a 1 at the same column dot stack control and stone control. we're checking the one right above us for a potential road to be true, and we'll just say that that grid, if the one above us is a stack control, we'd go ahead and move its potential road boolean to true in that case. So now we should have, I'm going to test if the else if right here is working. So this is the second row, and now we're checking above us, and it works. It doesn't crash. So now we need, it's actually already doing the ones below it. That's interesting. This is not working as expected, but it's making it easier. Like there's still a couple things to fix, but it's actually kind of working better than I was hoping. But I don't know why. It might be because of that else if. If we take out this else if and instead oh, that's why all the had all those blank lines last time, because when I try to hit caps lock, sometimes I hit tab. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, see how it's not doing the bottom ones? That's weird, that's weird. I don't know why it's doing that. That's so weird. I don't know why it's doing that. Because see, we haven't even checked below us there, but yet if there's one above us that's connected, then here it's saying, oh hey, by the time you place a stone, it has to redo this, and then the top one is a potential road, then it checks all the bottoms. Okay. Okay. I think that makes sense why that's happening then. So we still need to check. Yeah, we still need to check all the ones beneath us. But what was weird was it seemed like it did that if we had an else if here. No, it didn't. It's just that when we have that top stone, it does all the bottom checks. Okay, so I still think we need to build it out how we were kind of imagining. Okay, so it's just tedious. It's just tedious. I don't know the better way to do it, and I hate dealing with all those crashes, so I'm kind of just like on the side of just hard code in every possibility so that we don't crash. But maybe I'll get a better idea later that we can implement. So we can go ahead and say, now we need to check beneath us. And this is our second row, so we would need to check 3 spaces beneath us. So the thing I want to do is actually copy these and change these to a plus. And then we can do the nest here, where if that one directly beneath us is true, then we'll check the one directly beneath the one that's directly beneath us. And then we need one more to check the last, which we'll put right here. And it'll be I plus 3 gives us, since we start on row 2, gives us our 5th row, so that should be the last one. What? Find 2. What? Find 2. Place 3. So now we should have all of our row 2s connecting upwards, or connecting downwards, yes. And then we have the upward connect, and then we also have all the downwards. So that's looking right. Cool. That is our second row case. So our third row case, we'll have to check up to 2 spaces above us and up to 2 spaces below us. Gosh. Okay. So we'll put it here. Else, if our I is equal to 3, then we're going to be doing really? What just happened to me? What was that? I pressed J and it deleted. Why did that happen? So I guess, like before, the first thing we do is check if we are in fact a stone control in stone. You know what? I'm just sick of typing that. I'm just gonna snag it here. So if we are in fact stone control, we're going to go ahead and put Actually, no, not yet. Then we need to ask 2 above us and 2 beneath us. So this one checks 1 above. So we're gonna go ahead and copy this. And we're gonna say, yeah, this checks the 1 directly above us. And then we need to say, okay, and also if the 1 above us has 1 above us, also change that one. Okay, so that should do our 3rd row for up to 2 above us, which it is. See how it only did that one, not the 1 above us. That should be changing the 1 above us. So if we have stack control, stone control, then if the 1 right above us has stack control of white, and the 1 above us has stone control not of a standing stone. I don't get why that's not working. Now it's working. How does it work for the second one? We commented it out. Oh, you know what? We don't need to do it because by the time we place another stone... Okay, well, hold on. Okay, so look at this. If we go up there, it builds all the way to the top. But if we have one already up there, then put one there, then put one here. Oh, it still connects. It's not functioning exactly like I thought it would. But that's... Because look, we don't actually have to include... What? Okay, that's just confusing to me. That's just confusing. Because what's happening there is I place a stone here, and then it's going and checking this one and saying, okay, or it's actually getting passed in this one and checking, since this one's potential road, it would check above us. But then how come once this one's a potential road, it checks all the ones beneath us? Because that's the code, that's the code we wrote for the row 2, but because what's happening there must be this, where it checks the rest below, given a row 2 having a... If the one... I don't know. Okay, yeah. So in this scenario, when it did that, this potential road would already be true. But then it resets to get true, and then it checks the one beneath that one, sets that one to true, checks the one beneath that one, sets that one to true. So that's why it's actually populating all the ones beneath us at that point. But I don't like the idea that... I don't know. I feel like I'm going to continue to just build it out. So we check the one, we're checking the 2 above us. So as long as the 2 above us are working at this point, we can go check the bottoms. Yes, and yes. And then if we have them disconnected at first, they also connect by the time we do it. Now look, we don't need to check beneath us. It's already got those. Except for right there. It only does those if we have one above us. That's a match. That's really weird. So I guess we do have to build it out to the bottom. Because the reason it was populating those bottom ones is that our road 2 was a potential road, therefore is the one beneath us a potential road, and then it builds it out from there. So we do need to build it out still. So this is our building it above us. So we can go ahead. We would say this is check 2 above us. Really? And then check, actually, just delete this. And then we need to check 2 below us. So we can leave this as that and say if the, I guess, let me just kind of copy this. And we would say not all these minuses, but if the one beneath us is our control, we'll swap it. And then if the one beneath us is also 1, then we swap it as well. And then that should cover the row 3. Got it? Got it. Got it. Cool. And if we have this built out already, then it detects the connect. If we've got a standing stone there, it does not connect. Okay. Now the cool thing about this is we should technically have row 3 all the way even up till here. And we do. Yes, dude, yes. Yes. Hey, this is awesome. This is getting there. This is getting there. So we've done rows 1, 2, and 3 so far. No, we need 4 and 5, and then we can call it a day. But then we literally have horizontal wind detect, which is half of the problem. Well, we have to do the other color as well, but. Okay. I just realized we're going to have to change our potential road boolean to be potential road color. Like it needs to have either white or black in that boolean name. Because we have to be able to track a potential road for both characters, and right now we just have it 1. So we'll have to do that to update it for black as well. Okay, let's go. We're gonna say here, I'm gonna say falsifies for. Okay. So we need to check one beneath us and then the rest above us in this scenario. We could do either or first. But I guess if we copy from this one, here's the one. Check the rest above, yeah, okay. So we would say we're gonna check one beneath us. First. And then we're gonna check the rest above us, so okay, so we just need to do all these minuses. Okay, so first we're checking the one beneath us, marking that to be a potential road if that one is in fact connected, and then we're checking each square above us and each square above that square. And this is 4, so we're checking row 3, which is -1, row 2, which is -2, row 1, which is -3. So that should be it. So let's go ahead and test. We're testing row 4. So it does the one beneath us. It does the one above us, it does the one above that, and the one above that. And then if we skip one, let's say there's a standing stone. Oh, see, that's wrong, that's wrong. Fuck. That's wrong. So what's happening here? It's thinking that this is a potential road because it is vertically connected to one. But just because it's vertically connected to one. Okay, I think I know what we can do. I think when we go to... Jeez. Yeah, if the one... Yep, it's right in here. So it's like we can check, since we're asking if this one's a potential road, changing the one above it to a potential road is fine, but we need to ask here, we need to say also, and the previous one is already a potential road. So we would say, in this scenario, this one, visual mode, we want to yank this. So we want to say, we only want to change these ones to a potential road if the one above it is in fact a potential road. And then, so if we visual mode this out, we would only change this one if the one previous Is that right? Okay. So this would be top row. Okay. Let me see if that... See, that's wrong. But that's just the, really. Oh, God. See why? Fuck. Shit, dude. Shit, dude. Shit. Fuck. It's totally busted. God damn it. Well, this one is, if we take out the one that's changing above us, does that fix it? No. Fuck. Where is it doing that? I thought it'd be doing it right here. So if our top row is a potential road, but see, it's not a potential road, so why would it even be changing? First of all, yeah, see, I don't get, none of this should be even running because the grid I knew it was going too smooth for me. I don't know why it's doing this. Because we're only becoming a potential road if we are directly orthogonal to an already potential road. Which this is saying, if we have got stack control and the one to the left of us is potential road, then sure, we're a potential road. But then we're also becoming a potential road if if the grid... See, we can't become a potential road unless we have a potential road in our column. That's what I'm so confused about. Oh, you know what? Right here, we're not doing this if potential road. And not here either. So, what if we only do... Because yeah, we had the right idea right here where we say, okay, if our grid is a potential road, then we're going to check. So I think we just need to do that same thing. So do everything the same except ask if we're a potential road first. So we're going to say, okay, if grid at I column dot potential road. Then we're going to go ahead, modify all these things. So we're going to go ahead and indent all this by doing that, and then add an end. Now, let's see if we don't... What? What is happening there? Why would we be a potential road? That would be a potential road vertically, but we haven't even worried about that yet. That's so annoying. What is going on? Let's go ahead and do it for these ones too. So if grid at my column Why? Why, dude? Why? Why would any of these be a potential road? If we turn off all of this junk, no longer doing it, but we do got that. So it is somewhere in there. It is somewhere in there. We're messing it up. Why did it do that? Why is it doing this? I didn't ask it to fold this. Oh my god. Okay. Let's go ahead and uncomment this out. So it is somewhere. Come on, dude. Do that. I didn't ask it to do that shit. I didn't ask it to fold this. We need another end or what? I don't fucking know. Okay. That seems to be working now, but I didn't change anything. Why does it fold it? Why does it fold it? See, I gotta see how to unfold this crap. You unfold all of it, dude. I don't fucking know, dude. I don't want to deal with this right now. Let me just... So annoying, dude. Why did it do that? Right. Mark view. Okay. Okay. I don't know what I changed. I don't think I changed anything, and it's working now. Unless this potential road thing wasn't saved by the time I was testing it. It's the only thing I could think of. But we're almost there. We've got all 4 checks. So we're gonna go ahead and do one last else if here. And we're gonna say, this does need an end, and we're saying, if our I is equal to 5, then we need to check every space above us. But this, oh lordy, let's redo this. Else if I is equal to 5, then do some magic. And first thing we want to check is that we're a potential road. So if we're a potential road, then we're going to go ahead and potentially change some things. And the things we're changing is basically like our first one, just with minuses instead of pluses. So let me just do this in case. So we just need to replace all these with minuses, I think. So find plus, replace minus, replace minus. Actually, yeah, if we do a search for a plus, we can go ahead and hit replace minus, enter. Nope. Okay. Okay. You know what? I think we can actually change this a bit. First of all, this is the last stack, so we're going to test for this, and it doesn't seem to be working. So what's going on? Seems fine to me. I don't know why it's not working. Don't give me that. Don't just start working, dude. Why does it do crap like that? It wasn't working, right? Like, I'm not going crazy. Okay. That all seems to be working fine. I'm actually thinking we don't need this. we can do is say delete, then kind of do it that way. Yeah, okay. We didn't write our saves, which might be part of the problem we run into sometimes, but let's see. Okay, that should not be a road and isn't. Cool. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. So we've got potential roads for all of our horizontal stuff. So no matter how weird our road might look, we have a potential road being built out. Now look, if I move this, nice, that's exactly what I wanted. Cool. Nice. I think it might be okay. Now, of course, we gotta ignore that this is already a road confirmed, but we're just trying to prove a horizontal road first. Then we can prove a vertical one also. But we've got it built out. And we only had to write one function for it. We only wrote function for highlighting the vertical connects like this only once. And we're running that on every column as we do it. So that's really cool. So even though it is disgusting to look at, like look at, this is all the code we wrote today, all of this. But it detects all the vertical connects for every single column, so it's not so bad. Nice. So at this point, in our determine horizontal win, we can literally just say, hey, cycle through all the rows of our fifth column, and if any of those are potential road white, which we still need to add, so we can track both white and black. If it's a potential road of either color, go ahead and change the game state to win state, which will print out whoever wins. It'll tally up the score, all of that good stuff. So let us take a look at our get diff. So we run our potential road function on all of our columns. We wrote our potential road function that does all of this good stuff. And then we reset all of our potential road, or actually this is on a player swap grid reset function. We're also going to be running a potential road because that is a scenario in which stone control and stack control can change. So we need to update that after we flush all of our matches so that we can confirm any new potential roads. That's looking good. We'll get commit saying we finished potential road H function. We'll get push it. Cool. So tomorrow we're either going to, I think tomorrow we need to add those booleans to track black as well. Then we'll go through all those functions and add detection for black, which is exactly the same as white, except comparing a different string for our stack control. So it shouldn't be too hard. There'll just be a lot of duplicates. which I'm not a huge fan of, but I don't exactly know how to factor that stuff out. But yeah, we're making good progress. We're basically there. We finally detected a win. Well, we haven't really implemented that in, but we have the ability to detect a win at this point, at least for a horizontal. So tomorrow we're going to be adding the detection for the black character, black player. And then once those are both in and working, then we need to go write our vertical win detection. Which is going to be very similar to this, but instead of arithmetic moving the columns over, we're doing arithmetic moving the rows. Yeah, cool. So yeah, I'll catch you guys tomorrow and we'll get some more progress done. We're at the end. I mean, not the end, but I mean, we're so close. We got the last functionality. Well, once we get the vertical detect, so yeah, not get too ahead of ourselves, but we got the horizontal detect, which is huge, and we figured it out, and we've got all these booleans generated of all of our matches already. That'll help us in our implementation of our vertical road connect. So it's really going to be really simple. We did all the hard work. Now we just have to add the other player, add the vertical match, then add the actual condition to change our game state and then what to do there and reset our game for another.